Hi, it's me, Teacher Jeanne. In this lesson, you will learn about rational numbers. Fractions are part of a whole or of a set. It may either be proper or improper. Fractions fall under a set of numbers called rational numbers. A rational number is a number that can be expressed as a ratio or quotient of two whole numbers, where the divisor is not equal to 0. So it can be written in the form a over b, where a and b are integers and where b is not equal to 0. The line there is what we call the fraction bar that denotes division. A is the numerator, that is the number on the top of the fraction or above the dividing line or fraction bar. B is the denominator, which is the number on the bottom or of the fraction or below the fraction bar. The whole or set is divided into equal parts. That part taken from the whole or set is shaded or marked and represented by a number called fraction. So we have the numerator divided by the denominator. The numerator is the number of shaded parts, and the denominator is the number of equal parts to divide the shape. Now let's have the following examples for you to understand. For the first figure, in fraction that is equal to 1/4 or 1 over 4. 1 is the numerator, therefore we only have one shaded part or region. And the square is divided into 4 equal parts. So, the denominator is 4. We have the second figure in fraction that is equal to 1/2 or 1 over 2. 1 is the numerator, therefore we only have one shaded part or region. And the triangle is divided into 2 equal parts. Therefore, the denominator is 2. And for the last figure, in fraction that is equal to 7/12 or 7 over 12. 7 is the numerator, therefore, we have 7 shaded part. And the circle is divided into 12 equal parts. Therefore, the denominator is 12. Now, the given 1/4, 1/2, and 7/12 are what we call the proper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator. Now let's have another examples. For the first figure, in fraction that is equal to 7/2 or 7 over 2. 7 is the shaded part of the region, so we have 7 on the numerator. And the circles are divided into 2 equal parts. So the denominator is 2. For the second figure, in fraction that is equal to 4/3 or 4 over 3. 4 is the numerator, so we have the 4 shaded part. And the circles are divided into 3 equal parts. Therefore, the denominator is 3. And for the last figure in fraction that is equal to 4/4 or 4 over 4. 4 is the shaded region, so we have 4 on the numerator. And the square is divided to 4 equal parts. Therefore, the denominator is 4. Now here, 7/2, 4/3, and 4/4 are example of improper fraction, a fraction whose numerator is greater than or equal to its denominator. In number 1, we have 4 circles divided into 2 equal parts. If we are going to get the equivalent fraction of each circle, that is equal to 2 over 2 plus 2 over 2 plus 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2. And 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 plus 1/2. And if you're going to add, the result is 3 and 1/2. Next, in number 2, we have 2 circles divided into 3 equal parts. If we are going to get the equivalent fraction of each circle, that is equal to 3 over 3 or 1 plus 1 over 3. And if you're going to add, the result is 1 and 1/3. And for the last, number 3, we have the square. We have 4 shaded region, and the square is divided into 4 equal parts. So we have 4 over 4, and 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Now here, the numbers 3 and 1/2 and 1 and 1/3 are called mixed numbers, each made up of a whole number and a fraction. A mixed number is unindicated sum. Now in the given 3 and 1/2, 3 is the whole number, 1/2 is the fraction. Now to change the improper fraction to mixed number, all you have to do is perform division. So 7 divided by 2, that is equal to 3. And 3 times 2, we have 6. Then subtract 7 minus 6, we have 1. 1 is the remainder and consider the numerator. And 2 is the divisor and consider the denominator. So we have the fraction 1 over 2. So 7/2 is equal to 3 and 1/2. Now to check, we have the mixed number 3 and 1/2. All you have to do is multiply the denominator 2 times the whole number 3. So we have 2 times 3. Then add to the numerator 1. So we have plus 1. Then copy the denominator 2. So 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1. We have 7 over 2. So we got it correct. Next, for number 2, we have 4/3 or 4 over 3. Now to change it to mixed number, just perform division. So 4 divided by 3, we have 1. And 1 times 3, we have 3. Then subtract 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1. 1 is the remainder and consider the numerator. And 3 is the divisor and consider the denominator. So we have the fraction 1 over 3 or 1/3. So 4 over 3 or 4/3 is equal to 1 and 1/3. Now to check, we have the mixed number 1 and 1/3. Just multiply the denominator 3 and the whole number 1. So we have 3 times 1. Then add to the numerator 1. So we have plus 1. Then copy the denominator 3. So 3 times 1, that is 1, plus 1. So we have 4 over 3 or 4/3. And we got it correct. Now think about this. Explain why each is a rational number. So 4 over 5 or 4/5 is of the form A over B, where A is 4 and B is 5. So 4 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. And that is considered fraction. And fraction is a rational number. -5 over 3 is equal to 5 over -3. And that is also equal to -5 over 3. Now take note, if we have negative aligned to the fraction bar, that is equal also if we have 1 negative on the denominator or 1 negative on the numerator. So they are equal. Next, 8 is equal to 8 over 1. So if we have a whole number 8, it is understood the denominator is 1. And that is also equal to 16 over 2. Because if you are going to divide 16 divided by 2, that is equal to 8. And also equal to 24 divided by 3, which is also 8. Now take note, if we have 5, that is equal to 5 over 1. If we have -8, that is equal to -8 over 1. And if we have 1, that is equal to 1 over 1. And if we have 0, that is equal to 0 over 1. So if we have no denominator, it is understood that we have 1. Now 0.75 or 75 hundredths is considered also a rational number. Why? Because that is equal to 75 over 100. And if you're going to divide it with the GCF, which is 25, 75 divided by 25, that is equal to 3. And 100 divided by 25, that is equal to 4. So we have 3/4 or 3 over 4 is of the form A over B, where A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 4. So 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Next, we have 0.3 repeating. That is equal to 3 over 9. And the GCF is 3. So 3 divided by 3, we have 1. 9 divided by 3, we have 3. So that is equal to 1 over 3 or 1/3. And for the last, we have 20%. And 20% is equal to 20 over 100, and the GCF is 20. So 20 divided by 20, that is equal to 1, and 100 divided by 20, we have 5. So we have 1/5 or 1 over 5. And these are the example of rational numbers. Now to sum it up, the given 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth are what we call the natural or counting numbers. And given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth are what we call the whole numbers. And next given is the negative integers, 0, and the positive integers. And those are what we call the rational numbers. So we have 3 1/2, negative 0.5, 5/7, 0.175 repeating, and 0.3 repeating. And also the integers, whole numbers, and counting numbers are considered the rational numbers.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new one. Maraming salamat!